In the previous video, we knew how to deal with your provocative mother-in-law and how to deal with problems. Otherwise, you always like to play the role of the victim and the helpless. Today I will tell you how to deal with your inquisitive mother-in-law. You deal with them. Sometimes social and family life forces you to be a curious mother-in-law. Such a protector would be very annoying to you, because she always likes to interfere in your life and the life of your husband. And of course the curious mother-in-law with a strange curious thinking. Your pure thinking. The inquisitive mother-in-law is characterized by the inconvenience of others. Interfering in their lives in undesirable and undesirable ways, such as questions related to their personal, family and work lives. An inquisitive mother-in-law always likes to interfere in her son's life and her son's life on the pretext that she is afraid of him, as if his wife or wife is without feelings and feelings. As for ways to deal with a curious mother-in-law, the first way is to guess that your inquisitive mother-in-law provides information about you and your husband with all the details when asked or inquired about something that concerns you and your husband. And according to how curious your mother-in-law, he was not sure about the information you were talking about with her. I don't always agree to her requests. Try to avoid it a bit to avoid problems between you and your husband. Add fun and sarcasm to the conversation and try to change the topic from time to time. Don't give information to your curious mother-in-law. Calmly tell her that you don't want to talk about a topic that bothers you and tell her you don't want to talk about it. Your mother-in-law's curious personality traits, like other ordinary people, have a set of traits that distinguish her from others. First, listening is useless. Secondly, interfering with what does not concern her. Controlling his son's wife unnecessarily. She has a curiosity about the wife and how she works. You always feel that the daughter-in-law is doing unfamiliar things. How do you continue to deal with your curious mother-in-law? First, always keep a distance between you and her and do not seek to form a friendship with her. In most cases, most of the almsgiving do not work. You should know that she always wants to remain the first with her son in word and deed. And he kept the investigation by not responding to it, no matter how violent it was. Avoid talking to her about things that cause problems with her. Do not tell her about the marital affairs between you and your husband. And do not tell her everything that is new between you and your husband. Your concession is sometimes required in order for things to work out between you. Beware of silence on what offends your dignity. Be careful with your husband from the beginning of the marriage that he or your family has no right to interfere between you. Listen to it and do what you like, away from opinions and problems that you do not like. Respecting her and treating her well is a foregone conclusion. The other. Be patient and rational with your inquisitive mother-in-law. If you like the video, please support me and subscribe to the channel. And wait for me tomorrow with the way the bride deals with her mother-in-law. Tota Rafat.